So you say, Sean, the top and the bottom are all back together. Hey, we're good to go. This is the problem. Now we have to put them together and make sure they are in sync with each other. You've heard the word sync your carburetors before. Check this out. This one's spring loaded and she's sitting. See that little tiny jet hole right there? It's got to sit right around there perfectly. This one is not spring loaded, and it's got to work exactly with the other one. Oh, it's flipped upside down. Okay, see? This rod has to be perfectly in sync with the other one. They have to be at this point together and at this point together. So this adjustment needs to be hooked into this, and it's got to work together. And I didn't take them apart, so we're going to have to figure that out. Before we do that, these crossover tubes need new O-rings. And unless you buy them from Honda or directly, I don't know exactly what we got. We got one on this end, one on this end, and then this tube also sticks in there somewhere. Right up there. That is your main fuel line, I believe. Or maybe that's your main fuel line. Maybe that's your choke. I don't know. Let's just say I don't know. But I need a gasket there and a gasket there. Actually, this one is on, but it looks really bad. It's cracked up and ugly. So I got to get them off. And because I can't figure out what size, we're just going to have to go to the universal gasket kit and find one that looks good. Judging by the parts list on Partzilla, they may be different gaskets. They may not. They're different numbers because that's how motorcycle manufacturers like to do. You have to order multiple ones, but I'm going to find some that are close. So it's probably between these two. That one's probably a little big, but they're way thicker and newer looking than what we have here. So I'm going to try and get these off without destroying them. Maybe I can use a little screwdriver or a pick to get them off. Just want to make sure I don't forget how these go on. But they all need to slide in together. Once I get the new gaskets on, I can join these carburetors back together. And while you were out, I did screw this choke on. Here's the other choke. Make sure that your chokes are free. That just slides on there, and the spring returns it to its natural position. So when you apply your choke, this pulls back. See, something's attached to there. And that pulls back, allowing gas to go directly into here. And I believe that comes through that little hole right there. Don't quote me, but I believe it shoots your gasoline in there so that until you're up to normal temperature, that's going to allow more fuel flow. But when it's closed, that obviously cuts it all off. So that slides in here, and then you just tighten it down. Change hands here. And you just tighten it down like that. Alright, so I'm going to find O-rings that look good, and we'll be back with you then. Now I got the O-ring off of this end, and I just used my little screwdriver here. Obviously didn't care if I broke it, in hopes that I had one that fit. So here is the one that looks about right. You can place them over each other, and they just about match up. Let's try it the other way. See, I ripped it when I took it off. It's pretty brittle. This is a 1991, so you're going back 30 years. 91? That's 30 years ago? Oh my goodness. This is my new bike. I feel like I'm always working on early 80s bikes. And I just realized we're in 2020. 2030. Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyway, let's move on. So yeah, if this is original, probably pretty old. So anyway, there you go. These match up pretty good. I think we're probably good there. And you can see my new O-ring. See if I can show you. It's pretty buoyant. You can push it around. Has really nice rubber life to it. This one may leak because it's really hard. Obviously I broke it already, but it doesn't rebound like it should. It's really just old and crusty. So putting this back together with this on it may be a problem. Oh, see, look. I think I just broke it in half. Yeah, it's junk. That's a junky O-ring. Doesn't have any life left. So if I can slide this over there. The other option would be a step up. I don't want to go any smaller. Be a step up here. And that one might work also. But it's, the little one's 5 by 2 millimeter and this one's 6 by 2 millimeter. So I bet they would both work, but I think if I can get the 5 on, we're probably good to go. I don't know how much difference it would make. I guess if the 5 leaks, we got to go with the 6. 6 just seems a little bit bigger, so we're going to go with the 5. See if I can slide that on. I mean, can you tell? Yeah, there is definitely a difference. So I will assume this is the one I want. Put this back so I don't get them mixed up. I'm going to slide that up on there, and if that one works good there, I will work on getting this one off. You can even see it's cracked up. And if these were leaking, that could have been an issue too. All right. Okay, look, this one even looked worse than the other one. Basically, I just dug into it and was able to slide it off. But this one has no rebound. It's just completely shot. So, the other one slid right on. No big deal. No problem. So I'm going to do that to the other fuel tube. And should be good to put them back together then. Yeah!